It's time now for a look, latest in local sports and sports. Begin with high school football. In case you missed it, Wayne County played Thursday night at JC Stadium, piled up close to 600 yards total offense, and a nice 49-20 victory over Bradwell Institute. Senior running back Matthew Fuller rushed the ball 14 times for 291 yards and 4 scores. Had touchdown runs of 67, 39, 37, a nice 80-yard touchdown run. Quest Shaw, a nice night running the ball as well. He rushed 11 times for 125 yards and 2 scores, and a 1-yard touchdown run and a 24-yard touchdown run. Quarterback Jib Craven went 7 for 14 for 151 yards and a 56-yard touchdown pass to tight end Coleman Palmer. Bradwell's quarterback Christopher Garrett had a nice night throwing the ball. He threw for 256 yards and 2 scores, both touchdowns to Brian Thomas. Wayne County in action this Friday night at home, hosting Brooks County. Brooks County lost to Thomasville Friday night 49-20. BC won 42-0 over Jenkins High School. That game declared over after 3 quarters of play due to unruliness in the crowd. The Chatham County School System sent out a statement that they seek to ensure a safe, orderly environment at all events that involve students, staff, and families, and doesn't condone disruptive behavior, but they had disruptive behavior in the stands all night on Friday. So again, they called the ball game after 3 quarters. And once again, some disruptive incident stands. They simply shut it down after 3 quarters of play. Other scores over the weekend: Toombs defeated Long County 29-22. Ware over Appling 20-17. Southeast Bullock over Liberty 21-zip. Burke beat Thompson 14-12. Glen Academy shut out Statesboro 21-0. Coffee over Tiff 38-13. Jeff Davis down Charlton 23-20. Richmond Hill beats Effingham 34-7. Camden over Columbia 23-12. And Calvary Day beat up on the Islands of Savannah 49-8. Get more high school football this Friday night. Again, Wayne County hosting Brooks County at JC Stadium, 7:30 kickoff Friday night. Varsity girls softball team had a successful weekend. They won 2 games Saturday at Crisp County. Game 1, the girls win 9-2 over Wilcox County. Addie Tyler pitches the entire game in the circle, picks up the win. Avery Smith had 3 hits. Candace Thornton had 2. And the win versus Lee County 8-0. Morgan Boatwright pitches the entire game, picks up the victory in the circle. Freshman Ellie Harrison had a big 3-run home run. Veda Bowen and Candace Thornton each had 2 hits in the game. Lady Jackets host Coffee County tomorrow here at the Barbara Strickhoff softball field. Game time 5:30. Our coverage will begin at 5:20 tomorrow. Girls in another weekend tournament this weekend in Winder, Georgia. 1 game Friday, 2 games on Saturday. Girls volleyball team will be at home Tuesday. Girls host Bryan County and McIntosh County. Matches tomorrow begin at 4 with the JV. Varsity matches are 5 and 7. Pine Forest Country Club held its annual club championship over the weekend. This year's club champion is Micah Feldman. He shot 72-69 for a 141 total, edged out Zach Robinson, who finished second. Senior champion is Dan Clary. He shot 71-75. Dan Shalonga and Carl Carroll tied for second in the senior division. Again, our congrats to this year's club champions, Micah Feldman and Dan Clary. Atlanta Braves are at home tonight hosting the New York Mets. Braves lost Sunday to the Giants 4-3. Braves entered this week with a record of 80 wins and 43 losses. They have the best record in baseball. They have a 13-game lead over the second-place Philadelphia Phillies. Again, Braves in action tonight at home, taking on the New York Mets. NFL football preseason over the weekend. The Falcons tied Cincinnati 13-13. Jacksonville beat Detroit 25-7. Falcons are in action in Atlanta Thursday. They host the Pittsburgh Steelers. College football kicks off Labor Day weekend for Georgia, Georgia Tech, and Georgia Southern. This past Friday, Georgia head football coach Kirby Smart named his starting quarterback. No surprise, Carson Beck named the starter. 6'4", 220-pound junior, has the most game experience of the 3 in camp. Dogs host UT Martin Labor Day Saturday at 6 p.m. in Athens, Georgia. That's going to do it for the latest in local sports.